Ellesmere Island, one of the remotest landscapes on Earth. Here in the high Arctic, winter is the true test of survival for every living soul. It's August. Summer's end is near. Soon the sun will vanish for 6 months. A pack of Arctic wolves calls this place home. Whitescarf is the aging matriarch of the Polygon pack. Her 4 pups, born in June, are the future of this family. The pups are hungry. They lick Mum's face, hoping she'll regurgitate something for them. But her belly is empty. The pack's last hunt was a failure. Whitescarf's daughters, One Eye and Bright Eyes, have lived through 2 winters. They're both capable hunters. One of them will eventually take their mother's place at the head of this family. Summer's plenty surrounds the pack, but they need a fresh kill. Stepdad Cleancoat's hunger drives them. They haven't had fresh meat in over a week. It's now time to hunt. 1-year-old Greymane stretches his long limbs. He's slow to rise. The Polygon pack begins each day with expressions of love and affection. Nips and snuggles and wagging tails provide reassurance of family bonds before they head into harm's way. Even at 12 weeks old, the pups stay close to Mum. They've never witnessed a successful hunt. The size of their classroom is about to get a lot bigger. It's now time to search for prey. The pack follows Cleancoat to begin a large circuit through their vast territory. The visitor arrived on Ellesmere 8 weeks ago. He's earned the pack's trust, and they now tolerate his presence.
The wolves here are nothing like the wolves I saw in Yellowstone. Their fear of being hunted by humans totally inhibited and changed their behavior. Now, finally, I'm in the only place in the world where the true story of wild wolves can be told. It's been incredible to be so close and to start to understand this pack. I've seen them hunt and fail. Now I want to see them hunt and succeed. It'll tell me so much about the family dynamic.
Cleancoat keeps the hunting party downwind, hiding their scent. Greymane lopes along with the pups, bringing up the rear. Bright Eyes trots confidently near the front. The pack reads the terrain for sign. They can smell which manner of beast has passed this way.
When the wolves aren't sleeping, they're on the move. Traveling is a joyous time for the pack. They've evolved for travel, to play, to be curious. To travel with the wolves has allowed me to see the world through their senses and to see how they use the landscape. Essentially, be with them when they go on these long 20, 30, 40, 50 mile big walkabouts. Basically like checking out the home range, seeing what's going on, seeing if they can find some food, bumping into muskox herds. It's a cool surprise for me of how wolves move through the landscape. It's moving with intent.
Cleancoat spots something on the horizon. He checks to see that the pack has got his back. A raven flies over the hunting party, hoping to get lucky and cash in on their labors. This is what the wolves have been searching for. Their main prey, muskoxen, an ancient relative of the goat. Up to 900 pounds of horn, hoof, and muscle. For 10,000 years, these two species have shared the tundra, shaping its fragile ecology. One Eye, Cleancoat, and Bright Eyes approach. They will try to separate the weak from the strong. There are several calves in this herd. They are tempting targets. One Eye conserves energy. Yet her proximity unsettles the herd. The muskoxen close rank, circling their vulnerable calves in a defensive strategy known as a rosette. Muskox and sperm whale are among the only creatures on Earth that behave in this way. White Scarf keeps her pups safely away. She leads from the rear, joining in only when necessary. Like now. The muskoxen stampede. It's what the wolves want. Breaking the herd's impenetrable rosette, exposing their vulnerable haunches. Two large bulls break to make a stand. Bright Eyes sees an opportunity. These ancient adversaries are well matched. The herd is strong and won't be had without a fight. The Polygon Pack hasn't eaten fresh meat in over a week. They've covered hundreds of miles scouting for muskoxen. The chase is a coordinated effort to expose the weak. Even a calf would feed them for days. Led by Matriarch Whitescarf, they work together to disrupt the herd and break down their defenses. This ancient dance between predator and prey challenges both species to call upon their ancestral knowledge. Terror breeds chaos. A calf. The pups watch hungrily and learn. One Eye latches onto the calf's nose, wrestling the struggling animal into submission. There is blood on the wind. Whitescarf warns an eager, hungry pup to stay back, mindful of hooves still thrashing. A last breath, and the herd has one less calf. The wolves are the stewards of the herd. The tundra can only support a certain number. Too many musk oxen means many would starve. Whitescarf rests now, guarding the carcass to make sure her pups eat first. They're still months away from joining in the hunt. But the taste and smell of freshly killed meat will awaken the wolf in them. The yearlings want the same privileges as the pups. Meat, fresh and still warm. But Whitescarf has other plans. Pups first. Even her breeding partner, Cleancoat, must wait his turn. Whitescarf's leadership has kept her family strong. And today, everyone eats. Here, for one sweet moment, the family has all it needs. Whitescarf chooses this moment to limp away. her pack's slumber is undisturbed. Sensing something, One Eye follows her mother. Winter haunts the barren hills of the Arctic's Ellesmere Island. Even in August, the temperature rarely tops 45 degrees and often dips well below freezing. The calf killed 2 days ago is almost gone. And life for the Polygon pack is about to get much harder. The visitor has been here nearly 3 months.
I came to this remote place because the culture of wolves here is unlike anywhere else on Earth. Their trust hasn't been betrayed by man.
These wolves have never been hunted and have no reason to fear Ronan. His dream of portraying their true nature, their triumphs and tragedy, will soon be real.
Just found the pack, and 2 members are missing. That's One Eye and White Scarf. And I'm a little bit worried, I guess. White Scarf something was wrong with her. When I left her 2 days ago, she was limping and just hanging back in the pack. So I don't know what the deal is, if she'd gotten hurt in a hunt that I didn't see, or if she's just super old, or if she ran another pack. I don't know, but I'm anxious to find her and to see what's going on.
At the carcass, the pack calls for White Scarf and One Eye. It's unusual for the matriarch to be gone for so long. The pups need their mum. There's something moving on the horizon. Bright Eyes sees it too. A familiar scent.
That's One Eye coming back. Her sister Bright Eyes escorting her home. She's really dirty. Got a bunch of fresh blood on her face. But where's White Scarf?
The happy reunion breaks down into a display of dominance for the entire family to see. Something has changed.
Maybe she smelled like a bunch of different wolves, which could be why Bright Eyes would maul her like that, punish her. It could be sorting out the hierarchy between the sisters. I don't really know what to make of it. So now that's all the adults accounted for except for White Scarf. So it's a bit more worrying. I figured that she was with One Eye, but not the case. It adds to the kind of worry or the layer of where White Scarf is.
Ronan sets off to find White Scarf. The pups are pleased to at least have their big sister One Eye home.
In the 3 weeks I've spent with this pack, I've never seen anything but snuggled, kissy faces, equal footing for Bright Eyes and One Eye. I think it's the fact that White Scarf is missing, that everything is just kind of in this weird limbo phase. I'm wondering if indeed White Scarf is gone, and they know she's gone. It could be Bright Eyes is just asserting the dominance chain right now, and the hierarchy has begun for which female's going to lead. I don't know. I can't quite make it out.
The first sunset in over 4 months. Winter is at their door. An incredibly vulnerable time for the pack matriarch to disappear. It's been 6 days. The Polygon pack hasn't moved from the carcass where they'd last seen White Scarf. The snow geese begin their long journey south, wintering as far away as Mexico. Only those without wings must stay to face the Arctic night. One Eye keeps to herself, uncertain of her new role in this smaller family. Bright Eyes rallies the pack. Hunger drives them. They'll have to carry on without their mother. Now they are 9. Will they be able to hunt without White Scarf? Bright Eyes steps up and takes the lead with Clean Coat. One Eye falls back behind Greymane with the pups. Bright Eyes moves with purpose. The others struggle to keep up. After miles of travel, they find a small herd of musk oxen. A strong bull guards the herd. The pack lies down on a hillside, seemingly unsure of their next move. One-year-old Greymane has an idea. He decides to move in, alone. The pack looks on. What's he doing? Greymane has no experience leading a hunt. It's typically Cleancoat's job. This wouldn't have happened under White Scarf's watch. The musk oxen rosette around their calves. Greymane moves in. The musk oxen stampede. And the bewildered pack pursues. Bright Eyes barely escapes. Without White Scarf, they're out of sync. Cleancoat and One Eye console Bright Eyes, who's escaped unharmed. Even a minor injury can be fatal. The pack can't afford to lose another.
With White Scarf gone, I don't know what the wolves are up to. They're just confused, dysfunctional. They're running all over the place. They don't know who's leading. They seem a bit lost.
play, and the pain of White Scarf's disappearance is momentarily forgotten. The wolves must find a new way forward. They must learn to hunt again, or winter will break this family. The sun is low in the Arctic sky. Winter draws near. The pack craves meat. Bright Eyes is the new matriarch, but not yet their leader. One Eye takes to her new role, guardian of the pups. The pups are stronger now and can travel farther, but they're still dependent. They won't be capable hunters for another year, if they survive winter. Bright Eyes spots something in the distance. A large herd of Arctic hare, downwind and unsuspecting. Bright Eyes charges. One Eye separates a hare from the herd. An adult runs up to 40 miles an hour, closely matched to the top speed of a wolf. She escapes. The pack is desperate with hunger. Suddenly, a lone hare draws the pack's attention. It's 4 versus 1. But can they work as a team? Cleancoat is too slow. Greymane pursues and drives the hare into the jaws of the pack. Their first kill without White Scarf. But 11 pounds of meat and bone is not nearly enough for 5 adult wolves and 4 growing pups. Slenderfoot is too hungry to share hers. But Cleancoat won't deprive his own pups. Bright Eyes wolfs down a leg. The hare may have burned more calories than it delivered. But a successful hunt props up the new matriarch. A lone wolf wanders into Polygon Pack territory.
August 21st, 11:36 p.m. The pack came upon this lone female, their tails high and confident, and hers tucked, submissive, scared. They were bumping her with their noses, not really biting her, but really just kind of poking her. It seemed more like rough play to me. But of course, she's terrified. Her hackles are raised, she's snarling, very defensive posturing. The pack could kill her if they wanted to. The leading cause of death for wolves in a natural system is other wolves. But she doesn't pose a major threat to the pack, so they just harassed her. Maybe ganging up on this outsider could help bring them together.
The display unites the Polygon Pack. The yearlings are finding their feet, and the pups are learning the meaning of family. Stillness as the Arctic night approaches. No Jaeger's call, no loons. Even the snow geese are gone. Those who are able to leave have already left. Each day grows shorter and colder.
September 2nd, 5:53 a.m. It's been a gift to see the pack persevere after the loss of White Scarf. This gives me hope and has taught me how remarkably resilient these wolves are.
I was at the den looking for White Scarf's last resting spot, and all of a sudden, there's Bright Eyes.
It was a remarkable moment to be reflecting on White Scarf, and then have the whole family show up.
I'm sad to leave. What a perfect send-off.
I've only seen the wolves during this very small part of their life, which is the endless summer. 3 months essentially where the sun's up and life is pretty good, as far as the weather goes. But there's this other world.
The dominating world here, which is darkness and the cold, and I have no idea what that's like for them. What's going to happen to this pack? How many pups are going to survive the winter? And even scarier is the reality that the Arctic is warming faster than any other part of the planet. The Arctic as we know it will cease to exist. What will this mean for the wolves, the musk oxen, the Arctic hare?
For now, there are no answers. Only silence over the tundra and winter snow on the high peaks to the east.
Here in the high Arctic, without human competition, wolves are a powerful and positive force for maintaining a balanced wilderness. They're more complicated than just what you learn about in fairy tales. They're in fact very similar to humans, incredibly loving, and everything they do in life is for their family, the pack.